came back, tied it up, lost in Game 7 by almost 20, basically, right? So who would you give the biggest blame to on the Celtics for that loss in Game 7? And I'm gonna let Dave, since I know you're excited. Talk to me.
So I might be coming from a totally different angle because I'm not going to put this on the player. I'm not going to put this on the coach. I'm putting this on analytics. I'm going to explain why. The Celtics offense is too simple. They don't
Mm-hmm.
do anything to really help their team be able to play team ball.
Bruh.
You want to know what they do? What's their specialty? Drive, kick, three. That's it. That's their offense. If you really look at it, do they really run any offensive plays? They don't really run any offensive plays. If they're the only thing that they try to do is to shoot as many threes as possible. That's why they lost this series, and that's why they got blown out in Game 7. Credit to our defense because we did have turnovers, but if you look at the turnover battle, it was pretty even. They had 16, we had 14. That's pretty much how it was. And when it came to rebounds, we only had two more rebounds. It was 42-40. We shot better from the three, but they shot more free throws, so they had more free throws, more chances at the free throw line. But they don't run an offense for real. All they really do is drive and kick the ball. So I think what they need to do, because I don't think it's a Jason Tatum issue. I don't think it's a Jaylen Brown issue, and I don't think Joe Mazzulla is the issue as well either. They're just not. They're not running an offense. They're just trying to run something too simple to where defenses can read it, and no matter what defense they run, all they have to do is slide. That way that they're right there with the other player. They're not able to get any ball movement, and when Jason Tatum is driving the ball, the lanes are clogged, so that creates a lot of turnovers. You're not able to really get anybody open. So that's what I think. I think it's based on this is pretty much on the front office. So the way that they're trying to run this team, it's just not going to work. This is not what's going to win championships. If you look at any of the other teams that won championships the last few years, they're able to spread the ball around. Even if you're talking about Milwaukee with Giannis one a couple of years ago, yes, I understand that he was the one driving it and kicking it, but they were able to run an offense when he wasn't on the floor. So Celtics got to be able to. They got to figure something out.
That's look at Dave coming back with a different angle, man. Come on, analytics. See, there's someone in the chat. Shout out to Kev, man. TK Sweets and Treats. I got some pie I want to serve over here. Or we could say it's like a cake. We're gonna slice it up. All right. 60% go to Jaylen Brown. He lost his hands. Was he dribbling with slippery mitts out there? Because everything was a turnover. And then he just lost it mentally. Like he was jacking up threes. He was looking like LeBron in his playoff run, the way he was just jacking up threes. Like, come on, man. And that goes back to what Dave was saying. Their offense is shoot as many threes as possible, and hopefully we win. 20%, I'm gonna give it to Tatum. Because he had his inconsistencies, but he had his moments where he had to show up. When they was down 3-0, the next game he showed up and he was like, look, we're gonna go down and we're gonna go down fighting. And he literally went down fighting, but he was fighting his ankle at that point. 10%, Joe Mazzulla. Still new head coach. However, you was there last year. You was on that sideline, so you kind of knew what the scouting report was. You played against that Miami team. You knew what that zone defense did to your offense. There's no excuses there. You could bring up the old tape. Should have did something. 5%, Al Horford. All that silent library trash talk got you kicked out of the classroom, man. 3%, those 3-pointers. Literally, those 3-pointers. Like, they were just chucking up threes. Like, literally, you could drive the lane. When the zone did break down, sometimes you could have drove the lane and got an easy 2, maybe a foul. That's a 3-point play. They just resulted in quick threes. Shot clock still early. Just want to shoot the 3. And then I'm going to say the last maybe 2%. Oh, let me throw out one more thing for you all. The Celtics were 31% from 3-point. 81 for 266 in this playoffs. Do you know the Miami Heat shot 43% throughout the entire regular season? Look at that. Look at that. And look how the Miami Heat won. Caleb with the threes. And 2% Joe will go to us. It's our fault. You made the bet. You made that bet, Joe. Once you made the bet, we should have known what was going to happen. And that's how I'm going to break down the pie or the cake. Again, shout out to UKF TK Sweets and Treats.
There it is. If you want your TK Sweet order, hit up Kevo in the comments right there. His IG is Kevo. That's it. Kevo. Like you see it right there, all right? But look, Dave, I would say that your point is more towards Missoula because he the head coach. That's his coaching style.
Yeah,
But look,
I agree. But I still, I'm basing it off of just the way that they're trying to run that system. That comes from the front office. Remember, the GM used to be the head coach. He just went upstairs. So
but
he's
they
pretty
play
much
different with him though.
Yeah, but I think he the one that brought in the analytics in the front office to be able to run that offense that they're running now. That's what he wants them to run.
Man, let's start sugarcoating stuff, man. Jaylen Brown, all right. I like the analytics, I like the pie, but Jaylen Brown is to blame for Game 7. I'm sorry, I can't fault Tatum for Game 7. The man hurt his ankle the first play of the game. It's hard to play on a bad ankle basketball. Y'all know that, and especially the way they handled his ankle, in my opinion, was bad. Like he played and they subbed him out. He's sitting there. Y'all know when you mess up your ankle or anything, you gotta keep it warm. You gotta keep moving. He was sitting on the bench. I'm like, bro, you do like twist your ankle around, walk around, do something, do some toe raises while you on the sideline. Keep that thing warm. Because we saw, I didn't see it, I wasn't born, but Isaiah Thomas in the NBA Finals when he messed up ankle, scored 25 straight points, but then looked terrible in the next game. But my thing is this, Jaylen Brown, man. First of all, Tatum gets hurt on the first play. It's all this talk. Jaylen Brown's the number one guy. Number one guy. He about to be a highest paid player in the NBA right now. If he signed a contract, it's extension. It was like $235 million, something like that, some crazy like that. And everybody keeps saying Tatum is in the way. Tatum is in the way. Oh, he got out the way. He definitely got out the way. This was your time to shine. This was your time to show not just the Celtics, but other teams that might be asking for you that you are number one guy. And what he do? Turnovers. Let me start there. You said it. He had no hands yesterday. The man had 8 turnovers. One of them was a bad pass to Grant Williams in the corner. 2 of them was they called a charge on him. And 5 were just him just losing the ball or getting plucked. Like he was just literally losing the ball. Like I'm like, what are you doing in a crucial moment like this? All right. And on top of that, you shoot 34% from the field, which is worst out of all the starters. You shoot 11% from 3, which is worst out of all the starters. I gotta give it to him. Tatum shot better percentage than him. Tatum rebounded better than him. I mean, and he had less turnovers, and he was hurt. So I'm gonna give Tatum props because you can tell he was hurt, but he played a lot of minutes. He was out there. At first, I was thinking, why are you out there? And I'm like, man, it's Game 7. Why is he not out there? If I'm Tatum, I'm not sitting now. I'm gonna be out there too. So I put this on Brown because most of those turnovers Brown had were momentum killers. So he gets the blame for Game 7. And he said himself in the press conference.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely tell that Jason Tatum was hurt because when he dunked the ball, after that, he was like, all right, man, this he was gimpy. I mean, we already saw that he wasn't moving, but he didn't even want to dunk, but he was like, I got a bucket, so I got to score. And that was pretty much it from there. It was not much he could do. I think he made a 3 after that, but it was nothing else he could do. That man got hurt on the very first possession. So
look, man, my man said, don't be mad. UPS is hiring because we found out what Brown could do for you. Turn the ball over. That was insane. Man,
I need you to deliver this package I've been waiting for, Jaylen Brown.
Matter of fact, he might be your delivery driver. That's why he's still waiting.
He might be right. That's why I was delayed, right? Because this man keeps fumbling and back. God, they keep losing the daggone box. Come on, Jaylen Brown, man, have some better hands. Out there, man, looking like Aguilar. But look, though, J-Mo, good comment.
Hey.
And without a great handle, you would think he's great at getting to a spot like Jimmy or Kawhi. That's a great point right there. Great point. All right. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe, and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.